If you know about Lake Tahoe in Nevada and California, you probably know about Tahoe Tessie, a friendly lake monster. But you may not know about Tahoe Tobin, who rescued her and led her on an escape. The story begins with two scientists, the Franklins, at the Loch Ness in Scotland. "Do you have enough samples yet?" Mrs. Franklin asked.
"One more. This mud has some sort of eggs in it."
"Put them in the sample kit. We fly out in 5 minutes." Mr. and Mrs. Franklin were finishing their week-long expedition at Loch Ness. They had explored the water from one end to the other. Everywhere they went, they looked for the Loch Ness monster. No such luck. They planned to bring samples from Loch Ness back to the United States for further study.
"Let's go,"
said Miss Franklin. She finished her pre-flight check and started the engines. They soared into clear blue skies. They flew over the Atlantic Ocean and the continental United States. They only stopped to refuel and buy sandwiches and supplies. At last, they landed at the South Lake Tahoe airport.
"I can't wait to gather samples from Lake Tahoe,"
said Mr. Franklin.
"Then I'll compare them and see how close they are."
Mrs. Franklin said,
"The legend says that Lake Tahoe has a monster too, a big purple monster named Tahoe Tessie."
They drove to Sand Harbor and hiked along the beach with their sample kits. Mr. Franklin explained his theories to his wife. While he was talking, he slipped and tripped on a rock and fell down. His kit fell in the water, splat, and splintered open. Samples drifted off in the waves.
"Everything is lost,"
he wailed.
"Oh, I'll try to rescue your samples,"
Mrs. Franklin said. She waded into the water and scooped up what her arms could manage. Little did she know that the egg had escaped. The egg bobbed off to deep water, and the waves scooted it away from the jaws of a big fish. The egg hatched, and he swam out. He hunted, fed, and over the years became larger than any fish in Lake Tahoe. He met the principal of a school of fish, who admired his strength and goodness and named him Tobin. He rested in nooks and crannies and caves around the lake. Sometimes he dove deep to explore the old steamer, the SS Tahoe, 1 mile from Glenbrook Bay. He poked his head above water. Motorboats roared by, water skiers behind them. Nobody saw him. On other days, fishermen threw lines in the water, gobbled snacks, and lounged in their boats as they waited for a bite. Tahoe Tobin knew where the fish swam, but he never told the fishermen. A submarine passed overhead, and Tahoe Tobin followed it. He wondered what it was looking for. A big purple fish swam in front of the sub. No, he told himself, it was not a big purple fish. It was a lake monster like himself. He swam as hard as he could and caught up to the fellow monster. Seeing him, it raced away. He paddled after her. They raced around in circles, dove deep, and did backflips, and surfaced. Tahoe Tobin splashed the monster. "Who are you?" he asked.
"I should ask you the same thing,"
she said.
"I'm Tahoe Tessie, Queen of Lake Tahoe."
"I'm Tobin, Tahoe Tobin," he said. They swam around by Incline Village, Zephyr Cove, South Shore, Round Hill, Tahoe City, and Kings Beach, and popped their heads above the water for a moment. 2 tourists spotted them from their top-floor hotel windows and told their friends they had seen lake monsters. Their friends laughed at them. The monsters played tag, rock toss, hot lava monster, hide the towel, house, and I spy. Sometimes, a school of fish would join them in the games. One dark morning, the submarine dropped a net and caught Tahoe Tessie in it. Tahoe Tobin swam up and tore at the net with his teeth. He could not free Tahoe Tessie.
"Don't worry, Tessie. I will find a way to set you free,"
he said. Tahoe Tobin swam as fast as he could to the principal of the school of fish.
"Tessie is in trouble," he said. "I need your help."
"What can I do?"
asked the principal.
Tell your students to nibble on the net so Tessie can swim free.
And they did. The fish nibbled one section all at once. Tahoe Tobin chewed and tore the net too. Tahoe Tessie joined in with several bites on the net. The principal took the last bite on the net, which ripped an opening large enough for Tahoe Tessie to swim through.
Thank you!
Tahoe Tobin and Tahoe Tessie shouted as they joined Flippers and waltzed in the current. When they returned to their cave under Cave Rock that night, Tahoe Tobin sat Tahoe Tessie down for a talk.
We have to leave this place,
he said.
They'll hunt us, capture us, and dump us in an aquarium. And they'll take pictures of us like we're their pets. That wouldn't be so bad,
said Tahoe Tessie.
I'd like to have my picture taken. Ugh, don't you want to be free?
Asked Tahoe Tobin.
We have been free in Lake Tahoe until now, when so many people have heard about us. How can we be free? Come with me,
said Tahoe Tobin.
I know a way.
He led her down to the bottom of Lake Tahoe. He brushed aside the mud and muck and algae that covered an opening to a cave.
This is more than a cave,
he told her.
This is our way to freedom. Follow me.
They swam through twisting turns and narrow openings, through caverns darker than a moonless, starless night. They scraped their bellies on the rocks and kept on swimming, mile after mile in darkness.
I'm tired, said Tahoe Tessie. I can't go on. Let's turn back. No, Tahoe Tessie, we must go on. We're almost there. I can't do it,
Tahoe Tessie said.
I want to sleep forever. Did I ever tell you,
Tahoe Tobin asked,
that I love you? I didn't know,
Tahoe Tessie said.
Let's go on.
They swam for 2 hours more as fast as they could. The water tasted saltier and saltier. They swam against swift currents as they went. They did not know if it was day or night. Fish with goggle eyes and seahorses swam past them.
I never saw them before,
said Tahoe Tessie.
Let's go forward,
said Tahoe Tobin. Hours later, the water lightened as sunlight streamed from above.
Let's swim toward the light,
said Tahoe Tessie. They swam up together by bright fish and playful seals and stuck their heads above the water.
We made it,
cried Tahoe Tobin.
This is the Pacific Ocean. We're free. I love you,
said Tahoe Tessie, and she hugged him as hard as she could. Not far away, Mr. and Mrs. Franklin were on vacation. They never saw the two monsters.